wide world.
Of course, I don't know this.
Angela.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to Journeys with Chris. Today we're going to talk about 2017 and we're just basically doing a recap. I have my girls here with me, Charlene and Dennis. Yeah.
Denise.
And Denise and myself. We're just so excited, guys, because I think we've had a tremendous year, if I'm right? Yeah. You guys think that? Yeah, we've had a wonderful year and we feel like we have just a little bit of wisdom. Maybe not wisdom, but we just wanted to share how our year was, what we learned, what we didn't learn, what we want to do in 2018. So that is basically like our travel journeys, because we have been on journeys. Relationships, friendships, and then God as a separate thing because he's just that awesome. And of course we want to talk about careers because I believe we've all grown, and if not grown, where we would like to be in 2018 or moving forward. Okay, are you guys excited? So get yourself a cup of tea. I had one before I deleted the footage. Oh my babes. Yes, get yourself a cup of tea and get comfortable because we're diving straight into it. Okay, so we're gonna start with relationships. What do you girls have to say?
Oh, what?
Okay, what do you have to say?
Okay, so they're putting me on the spot because
why is that?
They're putting me on the spot because the last video with me and Chris, I was talking about my singleness and being single, and I'm currently in a relationship now, so I'm no longer single. Well,
as in dollar bill?
Yeah, I'm in a relationship, courtship, whatever, and yeah, it's going great. That's all you're gonna say?
That's what I'm saying.
Hey boo,
if you're watching. Okay, so I've been single. My year was basically about people biting the dusts. You know what I mean?
Where is that even from?
Oh my god, Sia. Yeah, so I feel like people bit the dust, but I learned something new. I don't know if I went out on a lot of dates, but my relationship in terms of boys or men has just been nothing. But you know what, guys, I continue to remain prayerful that God is gonna send me the imperfect one for me, because nobody's perfect. Someone that is just gonna understand my drive, my passion, and all that good stuff. But I really just don't have anything to say about relationships. You know, don't lower your standards. Never lower your standards because you're feeling too alone, or never get in a place of desperation where you have to make like horrible choices. And surround yourself with great people, great energy, and try not to think about your singleness. Now, it's gonna be times where people are gonna be in relationships next to you, but just stay focused. Focus on the things that you like, things that you like to do. Go to the movies. Just enjoy your time being alone, and just don't settle. That's all I have to say.
I would definitely agree because when you're single, there's so much things that you learn about yourself, and then once you get into a relationship, it's no longer just about you. Like you're growing with that person, so essentially you have to like combine your personality and your character with theirs, and you know, just continue on that journey with that person. But when you're single, it's all about you, and you get to really, you know, just marinate in that singleness. So just enjoy it and be the best version of you before that relationship.
Yeah, and just trust the process. Like, trust that you're not wasting your time. Trust that whenever you meet that person, it's going to be God ordained, and things are just gonna happen in a magical way. Not magical as in like fairy tale, as in Cinderella, as in none of that
Cinderella.
stuff. But basically you can meet him and a year later you guys are hitched and things are just moving. You know what I mean? Whereas you were single for maybe 5 years and you just thought, and your friends, maybe have been dating and then they're the ones breaking up. This life, you just never know. Just remain prayerful, you know, give it up to God. And what do you have to say, Charlene? Charlene has been going on many dates.
Getting all the free meals.
Free. If you paying, she's coming.
Jicker.
Jacob, bring my slippers.
Anyways, I agree with all that you guys have said, and like I mentioned before, 2017 was a year of dating, but I quickly realized that dating is its own animal. Like, it's not as easy anymore to just be like, I'm going out on a date with this person and like we're just going out. Like, you know, people expect more if they spending money on you, and it's just like, I don't know, it's like you want to find that perfect person, but at the same time you don't want to rush it. Because I realize, and I know we all talk about it all the time, that it's more than just having somebody to lay with and Netflix and chill with. Like, you really want a purpose pusher. You want somebody that when you guys get together, both of you guys' vision completed together is this greater vision that's gonna just like, it's just like the missing piece of the puzzle, you know? And nobody wants to feel like they're incomplete without a person, but it's just kind of like that feeling when you guys are together, you're meant to be.
But you know what, it's not always like the missing part of the puzzle, because it don't start out like that. You're not always gonna feel like, oh my gosh, like this is what I've been looking for. Now you might have to scrape a little. There's a diamond in there, and it goes both ways, right? Because I'm not just talking about men. It can be the same thing for them. Like, okay, they meet this girl, she don't have her stuff together. It depends on what you call together as well. So you just have to remain humble, patient, know what you want, and give people chances, man. Not everyone is going to be where you are, but if they're willing to learn, if they're not, well, I think before this video got deleted, Charlene was talking about like the willingness to learn. Like, okay, I don't know anything about YouTube or creativity or talent and all of that, but I want to get to know this. I want to learn how to travel. Like, show me the way, right? So just be open-minded. You're not gonna find Mr. Perfect, because it doesn't exist. I'm not perfect, he's not perfect, nobody's perfect, but we're made perfect by the love of God. Hey?
Amen. And if I could just throw a tip in there for 2018, please leave them Yawa boys in the dust.
What's Yawa? Tell us.
Yawa did
Nonsense boys, okay?
Higgy haga.
The ones that just don't make sense, okay?
Absent.
Just let them go. Let them go, sis. Let them go. Because in
Don't waste your
2018,
time.
we
We're not
don't
wasting
need to waste
time. Especially, we're coming from a perspective of women of God, because I believe we consider ourselves to be women of God. It's just really rough when you're dating out here, you know, because you already have those rules or regulations that you have in place that will not be broken. Granted, we're still human, but you know, we have like a standards of living, eh? So yeah.
And as millennial women, as millennial Christian women, there's been times where, like, I'm sure a lot of women can attest to this, and us as well, like, we've gone through the crappy relationships, we've gone through that, and 2018 is the year that we're reclaiming our time, sis. We're getting all of that back more, okay? So like, I think there's a way that you can see those red flags, and if those red flags are like things you cannot deal with, sis, you need to leave him alone. Leave that person in the past. Like, just reclaim
in the
your
dust.
time.
In the dust.
Don't force what's not meant to be.
Right, don't force
That's one
it.
thing you don't want to do.
Just let it play its course. Like, eventually what's meant to last will last, and what doesn't, it's not meant for you. Shorty, just keep going.
And okay, so we're just gonna fast forward to friendships, because friendships are important. Any relationship is important, but to me, I really value my friendships, and that's something that I always want to invest in. And I want to say 2017 was my year of investment. Now, I did lose a few really great friendships. My heart is still broken, but I believe that it all happens in seasons, you know. Sometimes you're not meant to walk with people throughout your whole life, sis.
Amen.
Some are here to teach you something, some are here to take away from something, but if you can always just take away from that relationship so those mistakes don't happen again, for sure, invest time in your friendship. It's not just always about receiving. You have to put out too. Put out! I am mad.
If I can add to that, yesterday Chris and I attended the leadership training by Bishop T.D. Jakes at First Baptist, which was amazing.
She was sleeping.
She, you know, I mean, I don't blame her. We landed off of a plane from Ghana, 10 long hours. It was rough. But he said that there's things that we don't give light to that turn into darkness.
Wow,
and
that's good.
when it turns into darkness, it's not necessarily that it's bad, it's just missing or neglecting our love or our touch or whatever the case may be. And I think that can easily go into relationships. There are truly some relationships that you just gotta leave behind. It's not meant for you to even be in because it's not helping you grow. But there are people out there that you need to be with them. You never know what God might be doing through that relationship.
Amen.
But you're neglecting it, and so it's placed in a dark place, and you don't find the need to go and visit that person or see that person, and so it slowly withers away. And you want to, and I think when he said that, it brought in my heart that, you know, there are some friends of mine that I haven't put in the work to say, you know, these are my best friends or these are my good friends, because I've been neglecting them with, you know, my job and everything like that. And I think it's hard to carry those friendships over when I'm starting to do new things because I've no longer invested my time. So it's like, are you really a friend, or are you just like a foe, or are you an associate? Like, can I even call you a friend anymore? So I think when he said that, that's what came in my heart. And so I know for 2018 I really want to put more of an investment in friendships, because I am more of a kind person to everyone, and I think I need to invest into specific people so that they can why are you what I need to invest into specific people so they can feel more of a unique love, you know.
In 2017, there were a lot of relationships that I neglected, and it wasn't that, you know, I just didn't want, like, they were unhealthy or toxic friendships or whatever. It was just like I was just being selfish. And I feel like in 2018 I really want to just, you know, take others that are down for me, that are riding for me, that genuinely want to take this journey of life with me along for the ride, and just make sure that I'm cultivating and growing and strengthening those friendships, like, positively.
For sure, for sure. We're all saying the same thing. So the next topic we want to talk about is careers, right? Careers, that's the big one.
You got a new job in 2017.
I did. I surely did. Yes, guys, I am so happy because I am working in my field. I graduated in communication, marketing, blah, blah, blah. It took me a while, but I finally landed in the right place. I love my job. I love the culture. I love how they allow me to be creative, because I believe and I consider myself to be a creative. So to be able to pour into my job what I really do in my personal life, or what it is that I do when I travel, is so fulfilling. The fact that they love my writing and they really appreciate my video editing skills, and they're willing to pour into that as well, because they're helping pay for a few things. They're helping me with school as well. I'm going back to graduate school, that too. So
2018 is just lit.
It's super lit, because
lit.
I feel like God prepared the way for 2018 to be lit.
Yeah.
So yeah, guys, I have a new job. What about you guys? I think she got a promotion or something like that. Because remember when we made this video, I was talking about she had just, I think it was a year since you've been hired, right?
Yeah.
But
2 years now.
2 years.
It is 2 years. I celebrated my 2-year anniversary on January 4th. And I got promoted. Yeah, I kind of saw it coming, but didn't see it coming when it happened. And yeah.
Because Denise can be really hard on herself, but that's a story for another time.
That's a story for another day. But
But also, Charlene, I believe, got a promotion. Did you? Did you not get a promotion? Okay, so I thought 2017 was a year of promotion, but we speak it into existence.
I've been rocking with the same job for, it's almost 2 years now. It's been a year or so. I've been working with the federal government. I've just been traveling a whole lot.
She loves it, and she
I love it and I hate it at the same time. Because you're away from home. You miss out on a lot of things, friends, family, and etc. But at the same time, I meet new people constantly, and I'm out there helping. So I think that's the bigger picture. In terms of doing this forever, no, because I do want to get stable. I do want to find a significant other. I do want to kind of do a number of different things, and I can't do that traveling around.
And she has like a nonprofit that I don't even know if I'm allowed to talk about.
No,
but 2018 is just, it's feeling like a great year. By the way, the girls graduated what? Master's degrees. Azine. So that's a big accomplishment.
That's gonna be you, son.
Yes, not in 2 years. Not in 2 years, but
that's okay. When we get back on 2020.
By the way, they're sisters. Just in case you didn't, if you're wondering.
Hey sis. Hey sis.
They did it together. It was like the cutest thing. We did the photo shoot. I shot them. But I mean, it was just.
Here's
really
a picture.
Boop. Okay. So yeah. I think that's it. We're moving forward. We're in good places in terms of careers, and we just want to keep moving forward, right? Do we have any advice for people if they're trying to like jump into their careers or anything like that?
Sis.
We're not just speaking to women, because we keep saying like sis.
This for the girl and man them. Look, listen.
The tingle.
Boom.
Okay.
You're done though. Alright.
That's not hot. Okay.
I digress.
The tip that I have is that this, and I wish I followed my own tip. We're so quick to give it out but not really follow it. You know, that's the way the life goes.
Can y'all look into the camera?
Sorry. Hi camera. So the tip that I have is that in 2018, don't waste your time at no job. I know some of you guys are eagerly looking for jobs, but it's better to eagerly wait for a job that you really will enjoy than to just take any job. Now, don't get me wrong, if you got family and you have things that you need to take care of, then you know you might be on a different level. You may need to do that Uber job. You may need to, you know.
Listen, I did live before. I was an Uber driver.
Seriously, but
paid the bills.
For millennials, a lot of us that are coming out of college with just, you know, our degrees and finding it hard to get or secure a job that we really enjoy, and we find ourselves back at McDonald's and don't give up hope, because a lot of us just fall
McDonald's
short.
Ain't that bad.
A lot of us fall short and feel like we can't do this. We gotta go back into school. We gotta go get a master's degree. Listen, a master's degree ain't for everybody. You don't want to be going for a degree and have 50,000 plus in loans and can't pay it off. So be wise and be patient. A job that you truly enjoy, like truly enjoy, will come around. And sis, if you in a job you don't like it, and there's people that just irk you every day, you wake up, you're stressed, you sweating bullets when you enter the office, I'm telling you, it's time to go. Something else will come your way. Pray to Almighty Father to help you find something new, and it will come. Okay, that's my word of advice.
And I concur. Thank you for that, Shar. Thank you. So next topic, God.
I should give no career advice.
Go ahead. Go promotion and hard work and efficacy.
I just wanted to say that. But no, seriously, I just wanted to say, when it comes to your career, like, really know your worth. Really know what you're worth, because when it comes to looking for jobs and, you know, going through the interview process and the application process, you can get discouraged and just feel like you're not worth the position, you're not worth this internship, you're not worth this whatever it is. But don't try not to have that mindset. Have the mindset that if you go into that interview, you're gonna slay it, you're gonna kill it. Whatever the outcome is, you've learned from it. You will grow from it, and then the next step, whatever the next step is, you'll be more prepared for it because of whatever you've done in the past.
Right.
So really utilize your research skills, do as much research as you can on the industry, on the position, and just like really pray about whatever you want, and whatever you really want will come your way. And I know for sure, like, really when it comes to like getting your foot into the door of any industry, experience is key. So even if it's just simply doing consulting, like going to friends and really showing them your passion and then putting that on your resume in the most eloquent way, like just make sure you sell yourself and sell your worth to the employer. And that's the number one tip I can give anybody, is know your worth.
And I also just want to add to, like, she just said prayer and I was just like, whoa, yeah, that's a big one. It really is, because I'm just gonna give you like a little bit of a testimony. So before I got this job, like 6 months prior to that, I applied to a job on the same street and I didn't get that job. Why? Because I was lying my way through the thing. But once you start really lying, God can't do what he said he was going to do. So I was basically on my own and I didn't get the job. But then I got another job, which was really just a preparation for this job, because in that previous job before my current job, I learned how to really write, guys, because I was writing some really serious important things. I just want to say, if you really want something, you have to really pray about it. Go into fasting. It's prayer and fasting, prayer and fasting. I'm really passionate about this because God gave me the job that I didn't even know I wanted 6 months after that. Not only is this job paying for me to get the training that I want, and because I want to be a video editor in the future, but they're also paying for school. Now the previous job, I don't know what they were gonna do for me, but this job was like 5 minutes away from my house. They love my writing. They love me for who I am. They love me for all the experience that I got prior to the job that I have now. So if you really want something, pray about it, work hard, do whatever you think you need to do in order to prepare for that job that you want. You don't just stay at whatever current job you have. Don't just stay there. Don't just be sluggish. Don't just complain all the time, negative, and not really getting the knowledge that you need to prepare you for the job that you want. Because once you get that job and you don't got the skills, baby girl, they finna let you go.
They gonna let you go.
They're gonna get rid of you because you're just a number. You want a job where when you go on vacation, they say, "Where's Chris? Who's gonna write this newsletter?
Your absence is felt."
Exactly. That's the job that's for you. And so when the time comes, the promotions are gonna flow. I mean, promotion comes from God anyways, but you're gonna get what you deserve and more, because they're gonna invest money in you because you're bringing them money.
Prayer is key. That's how I got my job.
That's
too.
a word.
So listen, that's a testimony for another time, because this one right here blew me away. So we're gonna just jump right into God. God. What about God? Whew. Okay, so this year has been just a year of trial and tribulations with my relationship. It's just not easy. You think once you get saved, you give your life to Christ, everything just starts to make sense. No, it's been times where I was just like, I don't feel like talking to God right now. I'm just going through it and nobody understands. I don't even know if he understands. Like, but the good thing about God is like he always waits for you at the door. When you're done tossing and turning in the bed, all he's just wanting to say is like, just, are you ready to let me in? Are you ready? Are you ready? It's just like what Charlene was saying, shining the lights on the things that are important in your life, because if you don't, it's just gonna wither away. So it's the same with my relationship with God. I think I love him. I more than love him. He's done so much for me. And in 2018, I want to put him first. Like, I want to wake up in the morning before I look at Snapchat and pray.
Yeah.
That's important, you know? Before I make that irrational decision, before I get angry at someone, I want to just be like, yo, God. What's good? What do you think? What's going on? Am I overreacting? That's the kind of relationship that I want. Before I even step in the car in the cold, before I even step outside, I'm like, Jesus, cover me with the blood. I want like a best friend. I want a father. In 2018, I just want to try. I want to work harder to nourish my relationship with God. Like, I don't know. What about you guys?
Yeah, I would definitely agree. I feel like 2017 was, you know, it was a bit up and down. Like, no walk with God is perfect, and I think that's one realization I came to. Like, I was trying so hard to live like a godly life, like, oh, I can't do this, I can't do this, can't go there, and I was really hard on myself whenever I would mess up. But I feel like God loves us regardless of how many times we mess up, and although like we have to try our best to live like Jesus lived, like try our best to live the life that he wants us to live, it's like you're human, Denise, you're human. So I think just learning how to be that person that God wants me to be is something that I really struggled with in 2017, and I was really hard on myself. So this year I want to just be comfortable and totally open and just trusting in him and putting faith in him and knowing that God got you regardless, sis. Like, he got you. He got you. Bros. God got you regardless. Like, put your like, give it to God. That's it. That's all I can really say. Like, and when it comes to just like, you know, working towards that relationship with him, you know, really cultivating a routine that allows me to be in the word, that allows me to get closer to him, and my hunger for him and my thirst for him will be quenched when I just dig into his word. So that's really, really what I'm looking forward to in 2018.
I'm smiling because a thing that God always tells me over and over and over again, because I'm not a perfect being, not one bit, is that I give you mercy because you show my people mercy. And I love him because of that, because I fail him so many times. But because of my heart for his people, God continuously shows me his love. And therefore I can never ever repay him in any kind of way. And so for me in 2018, the only thing that I can consider even doing is, like the Bible says, seek first the kingdom of God and all else will be added onto you. Really, it's just saying, God, you know what, you have me. Whatever you need me to do, I'm here for it. I'm more than willing to be your vessel. I'm not going to be the perfect vessel, but that's okay because you still chose me at the end of the day, which means there's something specific about me that you want to see me do and flourish in. And I have to be okay with that, because God don't choose the perfect people. He chooses the unperfect people.
The willing heart.
Yes, it's the willing hearts. It's those that are broken, that's been through some things, that have been cast out but not forsaken. It's those people that God
your testimony
choose.
will be greater.
Exactly. It's those people.
Love
because
it.
he uses you for something, and he wants to draw more people, because the fact that he has chosen people that look like the ones that have stirred away from him but has found him and know how to reach to those that are lost. That's the ultimate goal that God has for a lot of his children. And so 2018, it's not about just being a perfect Christian, because there isn't one. It's more so being favored by God by listening to him and following what he wants me to do and really pursuing him, and everything else will just be added.
Is she like anointed?
With
Do
the
ya?
blood, anointed
Is
by
she
the blood.
covered? Do you guys feel that? Like, anyways, I've just linked her Instagram down below. I cannot come and kill
You gonna
myself.
like my Instagram?
I'm whatever. It's just everybody is down
2018
below.
is the year of increase.
Increase in everything.
Power,
guys.
energy.
Increase. You have to
Power.
You have to invest in God. It will never. It pays off. That's all
it
we have
does.
to say. Like bit by bit.
It
Don't
does.
turn to him. If something is bothering you, turn to God and then come back and share the testimony with us. Because
Seriously.
He's
There
just
is
amazing.
nothing you could have ever done that would make God hate you. There's nothing.
Yeah.
Like, listen, there is nothing. He loves everyone. Like, literally
It's a reset
everyone.
button every other second. Whatever.
Yes.
It's whatever. It's
Yes.
your choice. It's up to you.
It's up to you. When you wake up in the morning, that's a new day, and his mercies are new for you.
Fresh.
His mercies
Fresh.
endure forever.
Oh my gosh. So there is nothing you could possibly do. There's Christians that fail him every day, and he still trusts them to do what they've been called to do. Do you understand? Like, this life? Don't waste it.
Anyways, it's just good stuff. Last but certainly not least. Last but not least.
Last but not least.
Last but not certainly not least. Okay. Travels. Guys, so you know we love traveling. We love traveling so much. It's just insane. And it's so perfect because like
We travel a lot, y'all.
exactly. And we're like
Yeah.
friends and we just like I don't know. I'll just jump into it. Anyways, this year I went to 4 countries. Actually 5. Wow. In 2017, guys, I went to 5 countries. But Canada doesn't count. Okay, I'm sorry. Maybe it counts to
Canada's
some
not
of
a
you guys.
country?
It is a country, but like if you live in the US, please take your Canadian travel.
I've never been to Canada, so I mean, I think it counts.
So maybe that's where you should go this year, Charlie. How can you say you're here? You have not gone to Canada.
myself.
Yeah, so I went to Canada. I went to Montreal, which I've never been, so that was
That's
cool.
where I want to go.
Yes, I went to Cambodia, Vietnam, Thailand, and Indonesia. So that's 5 countries. It was only by the grace. It was only by the grace. I'm gonna link it all.
G-R-A-A. Grace. 5. Grace of God.
Wow. See what I did there? See what I did there?
5 countries.
I didn't.
Grace.
I didn't even do it on purpose. But I'm gonna link it all down below so you can just see my journeys. It was really awesome. But what is even more awesome is that my girls literally just landed from the motherland. So tell us, how was it?
Yeah, so
Because I don't even have a recap, so this is it.
yeah, so my sister and I took a journey back home to Ghana. That's where we're from.
Her sister
Black Stars. Chocolates, girls.
Here's the map. Is it the flag or the map? I'll put the flag up here.
Boop.
Coco girls.
Coco girls. So yeah, we just came back from Ghana and it was amazing because we haven't been to Ghana. I'm 24, she's 25. We haven't been since we were 8 years old. So just imagine just imagine how the journey was. We really connected with our roots, got to see family we haven't seen in years.
I'm gonna link the Instagram so you guys can take a look.
The aesthetics were A1. I think my favorite part about Ghana was just seeing my culture up close and personal. Like when you're in America, you know, your last name is foreign and the people see you have with these features and they're just like, oh, that's an African girl. I like that African girl. But then when you actually go back home and then you get to live in it, you get to live in the moment and just you know, dive into it and just be around people who have a different way of living than people in the US. Not saying it's like a negative thing, but just a different way of living. Like some things that we take so seriously, it's just so carefree for them. Of course, you know, money, that's a different thing, but like just walking down the street to go to the market and not having worries, you know, just doing your own thing, like that was just amazing. And I think the highlight of the trip is when we went to Cape Coast. We went to Cape Coast and we visited Elmina Castle, and that's one of the largest slave castles that held like over 1,000 slaves in sub-Saharan Africa. So that was a life-changing experience, like literally seeing dungeons and cells where slaves were held in Ghana and transported over the sea and never to return to their homeland. So just, you know, connecting with history and our ancestors and where our parents grew up and our parents' parents grew up, and it was amazing. I really can't wait to go back next holiday. And the nightlife, sis. All right. That's all I'm gonna say.
She's tapping you in.
She's tapping me in. All right, cool. Ghana was absolutely lit, okay? It was everything I imagined besides the little pitty stuff. It was amazing. It felt good to be back. I mean, the weather, the food, like everything was
jollof rice.
As it, like, I am proud to be a chocolate Ghanaian. I would not trade it for anything else in the world. Okay, you guys, you hear me? Nigerians, you can have your country because Ghana is on one. Like, all the celebrities and everybody was like, I'm going to Ghana. Like, there was
Kofi Siriboe was there, Boris Kojo was there,
like,
Balsama St.
TD Jakes was there.
What?
Look, everybody was in Ghana.
I wasn't in Ghana.
Don't worry, sis. You'll be there soon. Like, Ghana was, it was like 90 degrees every single day. So it was hot. Sis was sweating. I got sick, but besides that, like, literally, it's like so carefree. You can get on a taxi, get to where you need to go. We went to all these different events. We met people from London, met people from the US, met people in Ghana.
Man's hot in Ghana.
Like, he was there. The guy that created the song Big Shaq.
Yeah, he was there.
He was there.
So
all these Instagram famous models was definitely there.
Like this, I feel like, and this is just a side note, I feel like as we get older and like people our age, like the African millennials, especially the ones in DMV, like going back home for like the holidays is the thing.
Are y'all going next Christmas?
Yeah. I want to. But I just feel like it's the thing. Like, I feel like as you get older, you want to reconnect with your roots, especially if your parents are not from here. Like, this is not your parents' home. Like, you want to go to that home. You want to experience it as if it's your own. And it's just an experience that you can't trade for anything else. Like, it's all good going to Mexico for Christmas. Like, that's all fun and dandy if that's your thing. But to go back home to where your parents were born, or to where the blood that's in your veins, where it originated from. Like, that experience is, you can't trade that for anything.
And I feel like once you go back, if you haven't gone back in like 8-10 years, whatever, once you go back as an adult, you're always gonna want to go back.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
It's just something sealed in heaven.
Different.
Like, you know you're home and there's nowhere you'd rather be.
Yeah, you just feel home. Like, it's just like there was a missing piece of you, kind of. Like, as soon as you get there, you're like, dang, I belong. Like, you know what I mean? Don't let nobody ever tell you not African enough either. Like,
so to all my African babes watching this, we definitely, if you haven't gone home, save up, do what you need to do.
Yes.
Go home.
And even if you're not African and you're African American and you really want to experience that culture, like, I 100% encourage you to start with Ghana. Start with Ghana. That's a shameless plug, but I'm just being honest.
It's shameless. Like, please start with Cameroon.
The tourism in Ghana is the tourism in Ghana is impeccable. Like,
it's
go to that joint.
Okay, so don't go to South Africa. Don't go to Kenya. Don't go to Egypt. Go to Ghana. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Go to Ghana.
Ghana.
No, let me say that as far as West Africa. You go to Ghana first.
See, the hairs are flying in the air.
Go to Ghana.
The babes are passionate.
Boop.
Ghana. And Tanzania, you may get a nice beach pic. And
but
Egypt,
like
you might get a nice
culture.
pyramid. But if you want to see across the board everything, as in like maybe you want to see the waterfalls one day, then you want to see a nice beach, then you want to go see slavery at its when it happened, and you know feel the sense of your ancestors, and then you want to see fresh food, and then you want to see cocoa,
you want to see real jollof,
you want to see chocolates,
then you want to see nightlife. Go to Ghana because you get everything. You get the entertainment, you get the tourism, you get the relaxation,
and it's safer than other countries.
Okay, so I haven't been to Cameroon since I've left, so I'm gonna come back with another video to tell you why you should go to Cameroon. So I'm gonna just let these babes have their little thing. But I went to Asia. Now I feel like I can't even talk. What can I even say? Guys, I'm just gonna put my videos down below so you could just see a recap of what I was up to in Southeast. I love it. That's like my second home after Cameroon, of course. We love discovering new cultures or our own cultures. So we're never gonna say like just go to Europe, go to Southeast Asia, do this, do that. No, just see the world. Yes. See the world, people. Save up money
so much out there.
And chase sunsets, sunrises.
Look,
jollof rice in Ghana, pyramids in Egypt, the 7 wonders of the earth all around. Just, you know, the waterfalls. Do whatever you have to do. And we're going to Greece this year.
Up next, 2018.
We're taking over Greece. I mean,
so like all of our birthdays are like weeks apart. Like my birthday is May 2nd.
She actually made this happen.
Your birthday is
tickets.
You don't know when
say your birthday.
April 19th.
Your birthday is
April 13th.
So it's like consecutive. So we decided to do a girls trip to Greece, Santorini,
and we stopped in London for a couple of hours. I think like 17 hours on our way there.
Okay.
So we have.
So are we gonna step out?
Yeah.
Wow.
We have like a nice little.
That's another tip. Like try your best to get layovers in the places that you also want to see.
And you want to make sure, because there will be time difference, that it's either going to be like daytime or nighttime, because that could be a conflict too when you have those layovers. Because what can you do in the night as opposed to being out in the day? So that's a travel tip too.
Okay, so what we're trying to say is love more. I'm trying to do a recap of the video. Okay. So love more, travel more, invest in your relationships.
Invest in yourself.
Well, I hear that. I hear that. If you're single, well, if you're not, okay, just invest in yourself. Live your best life. Reclaim your time.
You should be living your best life, sis.
Yeah.
Claim it.
Yeah. So we're all about like, we're into this like living your best life kind of thing. Eat healthy, hit the gym, read more. If you want to go back to drink more water, go back to school. If that's something that you think you need. Stay in your lane. Don't look at what other people are doing, because that can really kill you.
Because it may seem like somebody's grass is greener on the other side, but once you get closer to their grass, it's looking kind of like weeds over there.
Exactly.
Just cater to your own grass. Cut that joint.
Yeah, so we're just basically like so many blessings to you guys. We're so excited to film this video. I couldn't have picked any other girls. I love my babes. They're so smart. And I feel like this is the best too to kind of just describe what I'm feeling, but I cannot even just put it in words. So they're so sweet, so blessed, so smart, so hardworking. So these are all the characters traits that if you guys don't have, I would suggest you pick up. It's just just go after your life and live it in 2018. Like, and for sure, always travel more.
Travel opens your eyes and your mind and your heart to things you would never even imagine if you were just in that box of yours.
We hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give this a thumbs up. If you did, check out our Instagram. If you did,
at Denise.Osei, new Instagram name.
Yeah, she's coming at you with some like vibrations. Is that a word?
More soon.
Yeah,
soon
with
come.
mad things. You know
so
what I'm
follow
saying?
me.
So follow her. The visuals are pretty crazy. If you want to see for yourself, if you even doubt, just check her out. And my sis over here with the good heart, the great heart, the biggest of all hearts, she's coming at us with women's essential. Your joy is big too. Sure. But follow them on Instagram and please give this a thumbs up to let me know you enjoyed it, and comment,
subscribe to her awesome channel. Like, do you not want to see where she be going? Do you not want to follow along on her journeys? Do you not want to be inspired? Get inspired. Do that. Hit that button down below. Comment. Tell us what you think, bro.
Yeah.
She puts in work.
I do, because I love chatting with you guys. But anyways, bye guys. Thank you so much for watching. Bye. Charlie laugh. She's a cuckoo watching. Hold your love, let's party shit talk.
Hey.